Cheese making antics. My dad is far from being stupid. Actually, I'd say he is one of the smartest people I know. But even the smartest people have some really stupid moments. You see, my dad owns a farm and his late brother, my uncle, owned the neighboring farm and used to raise cattle. My dad constantly bought milk from my uncle in pretty big quantities to make cheese. Usually, the workers of my uncle's farm would bring us the milk to our farm since it was nearby. But one time, my dad went to my uncle's farm with me on a big 5-seater pickup truck he had borrowed from my uncle. That day, he decided he would bring the milk home by himself. In buckets. Open buckets. He ordered me, despite me trying to say otherwise, to sit in the middle of the back seat with one bucket of milk on each side and to hold them tightly. I tried to explain again why I thought it was a really bad idea. But he was adamant in not listening and ordered me to comply. So I shut up and did. I sat down in the middle of the back seat, one bucket in each side, silently, not saying anything anymore, holding the buckets so that they wouldn't move an inch. As soon as we closed the door, he turned on the pickup and the car started to move. It was like a tsunami of milk, splashing on the whole interior of the car. As he realized what happened and that I had no fault in it whatsoever. As I had no way to control the milk and I had tried to warn him. I never saw him more embarrassed. The car smelled like spoiled milk for months and my dad had to swap cars with my uncle on a semi-permanent basis until the smell disappeared even after several cleanings. From time to time, I bring it up and he still is embarrassed as that is one of the few times he has no explanation on why he did something so stupid. Probably could have avoided most of the smell by instantly running a hose onto the back seat area and flushing all traces of the milk away, then running fans to wick away as much moisture as possible. I had a situation with my farm dad once. Similar situation of very smart dad made a very bad decision. It was my job to burn the garbage while he was away at work. Only problem was this was in a very dry August and when I started it in the proper fire pit, the area was so dry I was afraid of even a small spark drifting and causing a big problem. So, I put it out and pled my case when he came home. Nope. He says, it'll be fine. Quote, okay, sir, I say back. And then we spent the next 45 hours putting out spot fires, hauling over 500 gallons of water, and me being on fire watch to make sure none of the nearby roots carried the fire underground. I never mentioned it again, though. No use crying over it. I think it was, blessed are the cheesemakers. Aha. What's so special about the cheesemakers? Well, obviously it's not meant to be taken literally. It refers to any manufacturers of dairy products. Coming home from Grandpa's dairy with a 3-gallon container of milk that tipped over going around a curve too fast, Dad took the seat out of the car to clean everything as best he could. Car smelled like soured milk for what seemed like years. I can't find it, but somewhere on the interwebs there's a video of some brainiac that decided to line his pickup bed with a swimming pool and fill it with gasoline so he could transport it home. A very similar, although much more dangerous situation ensued. When transporting milk in buckets, don't skim on the lids needed for the buckets. You have a 1% to 2% chance of making it back without spilling any. Now your father has a whole truck covered with milk. May I say, you have beautiful skin? And now you know what it feels to experience bukkake. Our physics is beautiful. Beautifully embarrassing, that is. Winking face. Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time, winking face.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Heracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.